our father,
Yeah.
wife is our great grandmother, isn't it?
Yeah.
On past side.
Yeah.
She couldn't even, when he died, she couldn't even carry on the business.
Oh.
She couldn't even, yes. And so she started, she was the one who was drinking. And she couldn't carry on the business. But she asked the brothers, the sons, to do the business.
Yeah.
And so they were all...
brothers.
Yes. Actually, I'm getting it wrong. The sons took over the business, right? Mm-hmm. They all came together and they said, right, we will buy this business. Mm-hmm. And they took over the business. And in time, they couldn't manage it. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And so this is why all that came to an end, you see. And our sister too, what is her name? Not Chicky. She has a funny name. Anyway, she...
Shaya.
That's it.
Shaya.
She couldn't, this is his sister.
Yeah.
She also became alcoholic. She had children by other men. Yeah.
You heard all that?
Yeah,
Puladidi
told me all that. Mm-hmm. And this is where Pa decided to help his sister by bringing shilling home.
Oh, that's how he came.
That's how he came here. See?
Who's Shilling?
Cousin. Pa's nephew. Pa's nephew.
Our nephew. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Pa's nephew. Sit down, Mary.
Yeah. I tell you, this shame and scandal in his family, you know.
So they sold the business because they couldn't handle it?
Yes, they eventually sold. The brothers couldn't manage it and they had to sell the business. But the good thing about it is that they all started buying, while they had this business, they started buying proper land. Mm. And that's where they set up house, everybody all around, like a real Indian community, family community.
Yeah, is that in the Rangwares?
It's like quarter, that's the road, just like quarter mile around, opposite each other, next to each other.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But I can just imagine him, father, and all the cats coming in at
Yeah, isn't that something? To get
at Valencia.
So when you look back at history, all Kim family grab all these Indian people in India and bring them to
English people, yeah.
It's the British that actually took, the British pretty much control the world at one time. You know?
Oh, slavery.
They explore, and the British people, they picked up people in Africa, in India, in all these countries, and bring them to the Caribbean islands to work in the sugar cane and the coffee and the cocoa plantation and the rice. Back in those days. My father used to tell me they sold 25 cents a day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
25 cents. So this is it. Pa started buying a lot of prop land. And his mother, right, didn't like the fact that Pa was always, as he was buying property and all that, he was buying gold jewelry for Ma, and he bought all this nice sovereign gold coins for Ma.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
And Aji didn't like it, and she didn't like the fact that Ma was being well looked after. Basically, she was jealous, you know. And so this is why when Ma had triplets, and twins, and Ma was giving birth at home, and she sent a message to Aji to go and get a midwife. Aji never went and get the midwife.
Really?
Yeah. She didn't. Ma told me when she came to England, she didn't go and get a midwife, and Ma had to deliver the baby at home. Yeah. And it's only when Pa came home and saw her that they went to go and get a midwife. Yeah.
So they did that to spite her?
Huh?
They did that to spite her?
Oh, Aji didn't like, yes. And apparently, Aji didn't want Ma to have a boy child, because you know that if Ma had a boy child, this boy is like, get everything in it, right?
Yeah.
And so she said, Aji used to always go to the pundit or whoever to put a curse. Every time Ma got pregnant and she had a boy, or she got pregnant, she used to put a curse on the boy child. And Ma said that this is how she was losing every boy child she had. And so what Ma said that she had to go to the pundit. She had to sell Francis now for a penny.
And she sold Francis too.
But this is what I don't know. But
Yeah,
she,
that to
in
break
that
the
thing
curse,
to break
yeah.
it. And that's how
Oh
she
wow.
ended up.
Who's Aji?
Pa's mother.
Oh, Pa's mother.
And Pa Archie was really black. I mean, if I should say,
Dark.
she was dark, really dark. She had silver bracelet,
Yeah, I
solid
remember
silver
her.
bracelet
You
from
remember her?
the elbow. Yeah. Silver bracelet up from the arm to
She
here
stayed by
on both
us
sides,
too.
and on the big ankle bracelets. She had nose
Yeah.
yeah,
She
And
used to
nose
stay
ring
by
Wow.
Ivy and Lee.
yeah,
And I remember she used to only wear white sari.
yeah.
And
White dress.
white sari linen all the time, and she only spoke Hindi. Whenever I went there, I used to be afraid. She never smiled at me. Yeah, and she probably looked at me like, you know what I mean, offspring. But Archie used to be really jealous of Ma because
Wow.
Pa was looking after Ma so well and buying land and all that.
Oh wow.
So there was a
else.
root of jealousy all along, wasn't there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Still is.
So Pa's nephew, when Pa's nephew, Pa took his nephew home by us to take care of him, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's where he started to get jealous of Pa giving Francis the car. Because he bought the car and Francis couldn't drive it, he was underage. And he told Schilling, they call him Schilling. What was his real name? He told Schilling that car was Francis' car, not his own.
Oh.
So he,
So that started
why
the whole
am I
jealousy
here?
thing.
I am not the son too, So they
So,
all planned up to get rid of Ma. Because she was
Oh, that's when the
divorced.
gang started. He was in
Yeah.
the gang. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
now
he
you're
was
making
in
sense.
the gang, yeah.
Oh, now you're making sense.
Well, I have
Alright.
to tell you the beginning of the story.
Well, we don't know who these people are.
Okay,
So Schilling got 3 other men to come in this plot to kill Ma.
right.
But before that, they were threatening Pa, getting him drunk, especially when he went to Port of Spain to the wharf to
the
sell
drink,
coconut.
Yeah.
They would get him drunk and threaten him because they wanted him to force Ma to go and sign to give over the land
Who
and
told you
everything. Huh?
Who told you that?
Ma told me all this.
Oh yeah, no, I know that, but I didn't know this. I didn't know the part that they took him to get drunk to force Ma. I didn't
yeah.
know that part.
Yeah, they used to. That's how they wanted to get the Ma, by threatening Pa and
Yeah.
and even beating him up at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah, and of course, guess what? Who they went to go as an imposter? Soam.
Yeah. So
And because Ma was so used to dealing with this lawyer, he told her that your daughter came.
oh
Oh yeah. He told Ma that your daughter came, and she dressed up herself like same sort of orny and all that, like Ma would do to put her ex.
but I thought she signed instead because Ma doesn't sign.
No, all she had to do was put an X,
Oh.
because Ma didn't know how to sign. All
Right,
Ma
but
knew
then
to
they
put
take
X.
fingerprint.
Yeah, but he told Ma what the daughter came to do, and so she never ended up doing anything. Yeah, Ma, he came back and told Ma. Yeah. And I think this is why C hated Ma so much. You see,
Yeah, because they found out. She found out that
found out, so he
yeah.
went to prison,
Right.
right? So denied it.
Well, I heard this part that the police went to see your house, right? And they told her she took the false deed and hid it under the mattress, and the police threatened her and said, if you don't give me that, you go into jail too.
Okay.
So she went and she pulled it out from under the mattress and give it to him, because she would have gone to jail too. Who
Okay.
told me that?
So it's all coming to pieces.
Somebody told me that. Francis. I think Francis has a lot of
But Francis would,
information,
yeah.
because he's older and
He would.
he remember a lot of stuff.
I'll have to record it too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's how she gave it up, the false deed,
Yeah.
because she was afraid to go to jail. Imagine that, your own damn daughter.
It's all
So in the
jealousy. It's all
meantime-
jealousy.
Jealousy. So in the meantime, they were
Jealousy
trying
and
to burn
greed.
the shop down when we were asleep.
Oh yeah, I remember that. We were
Setting the shop on
sleeping,
fire.
and they came from
petrol.
the next door land, and they tried to burn it, and then somebody came and robbed us, took a lot of stuff, right? Do you remember that?
Yeah.
We were sleeping, and I think Pa heard some noises, and then when he went downstairs, they had already removed a lot of stuff. But the burned down part was in the front of the house,
Yeah,
right?
front,
Yeah, they
the shop
throw it
down
in
the
front
So
of
where
the
was
shop.
Ajay with all of this? Because wasn't she the
Ajay-
mastermind of all this?
No, Aji had passed away at that time.
Right.
She wasn't
don't
there
know.
in
Oh.
the 62.
Oh,
She
so
passed away maybe, I don't know,
oh, okay.
5-6 years before that.
So the gang took over basically.
So this is it. They came. I was sleeping in a room right next to Ma and Polly, because Polly came down for the Easter holiday.
Yeah, but what's her name was staying there too? Kathleen.
Kathleen was sleeping in the middle between them.
And you were
And
there?
as when Ma finished in the shop,
Yeah.
she and I remember Ma sewed the same clothes. I still remember it. A blue and white dress she sewed for she and Polly.
It's over there.
And the both of them were lying down on the bed talking like mother and daughter.
Yeah.
Right in front of your face.
And Kathleen was in the middle. She was a
Yeah.
little baby. And that's when I think they came, broke the glass, and they thought that they were going to shoot Ma,
Yeah,
but they
because
shot Polly instead.
so Ma was, but Ma was there. But Ma was sleeping against the wall.
But
Ma was sleeping against the wall, and Polly was
That's right.
sleeping on this side.
That's right.
So when they broke the glass, they just shoot straight.
this is it.
So
Yeah.
Ma got saved. And Kathleen was next to Ma. Well, you said you were there too?
I was there in the room next door.
The
In the
next
middle
room.
room, yeah.
Yeah, we were there. All
We
of
were
us
all
was
sleeping in
there.
one bed.
Yeah. And we heard this loud boom. And we got up and
We got
ran
up.
in there. And
And I saw Polly, bleeding, standing up bleeding, and she said, "It's me." Yeah.
Did she die?
She
Yeah,
died,
the
with
next
4
day.
little children,
we went,
28 years
that's
old.
Molly's mother. We took her to the hospital.
She passed away the next day.
In the hospital, yeah.
Now,
The same
that,
day.
That shooting result from my father family? No? The shooting. Is your father family involved?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jealousy?
yeah.
That happens.
And when every time it was a court case, they couldn't find these men, and they were hiding.
Yeah, and
So they
they
had to keep
also,
postponing it.
and Jacob, they also,
Yeah.
Jacob was involved, but then he wasn't there for the actual shooting of Pa. He was in Tobago. Yeah, he was in Tobago. But I don't like to talk this in front of everyone.
No. All right.
Jacob was involved with it. I don't see that. If she wants to bring it up, she bring it up.
Well, I
He's
mean,
a sick man.
But Beverly was staying with
Did I
us
hear
too that
what he
time
did?
when Polly was shot. She was staying in the other room.
right. Yeah. Yes, I
Yeah,
think so. Yeah, she was.
she was here because
She
she had
was.
Kathleen. Remember? So she was in the last room, and we were in the middle room with Ma. And where was Pa? He was somewhere in the couch or somewhere.
Yeah.
He was in the hammock.
Somewhere.